Okay, let's say I have two numbers, right? 3 and 5. All right. Today what we're going to do is balancing inequalities and changing direction of the inequality sign. Sometimes we may need to do that. Okay, let me explain why now. Okay, first and foremost, you notice that we have two numbers here, 3 and 5. Okay, if we were to put in an inequality, 3 is lesser than 5. Okay, simple enough. Let's start to manipulate this. Okay, let's say if I multiply both sides by -1, so I say 3 and 5. All right, so I have 3 times -1 and 5 times -1. What I get here is -3 and -5. Now be very careful, who is actually larger now? Is -3 larger than -5, or is -5 larger than -3? Okay, if you notice on the number line, all right, let me draw a number line for you here. This is 0, this is -3, then maybe -5 is somewhere here. If you notice, right, -5 is actually lesser than that of -3. So in this case, the direction of my inequality sign has actually changed. You notice that when I multiply both sides by -1, the direction of my inequality has actually changed. Alright, let's try this with another example. Let me give you another two numbers. Okay, let's have 2 and -1. Right, now very obviously 2 is larger than -1. Let's use another number. Let's say -2 now. Okay, if I decide to multiply both sides by -2. Okay, mental calculations now. You all should know 2 times -2 will give me -4. And -1 times -2. Negative and negative gives me +2. Presto. If you notice right now, 2 is actually larger than -4. So when I multiply both sides by a negative number, you notice that the direction of my inequality actually changes. Okay, only for a negative number. What happens if it was a positive number? Is there a change in direction of the inequality? Let's find out. I give you another number, 3 and maybe 6. If you notice, 3 is obviously smaller than 6. Oops, almost said larger there. Okay, now if I multiply both sides by a positive number, say I multiply both sides by, let's say, 2, +2. Okay, 3 times 2 gives me 6, and 6 times 2 gives me 12. 6 is still smaller than 12, so notice that there is no change in the direction of the inequality sign. So what we have just discovered is when multiplying both sides of an inequality by a, okay, here's the important part, negative number. All right, okay, the direction of the inequality sign changes. So far so good. Similarly, right, next thing that we have here, okay, the next one we have is, let's see for division. Okay, so we are done multiplication. Let's look at division now. So now again, same, we have, maybe I give you again 6 and 12. And we all know that 6 is lesser than 12. What happens if I divide both sides? Okay, I divide both sides by -2. 6 divided by -2 gives me -3. 12 divided by -2 gives me -6. -3 is actually larger than -6. So what we have here is, hey, same thing. There's actually a change in the direction of the inequality sign. Let me give you another example. Let's say if we have 4 and -2. 4 is greater than -2 if I divide both sides by -1. What I get is -4 and 2. You notice that 2 is actually now larger than -4, so the direction of my inequality sign has actually changed because I divided both sides by a negative number. But wait, what happens if I divide both sides by a positive number? Is there a change in direction of inequality? Let's find out. Let's say we have 3 and 6. Okay, let's divide each side by a positive number. So I divide both sides by positive 3. Okay, 3 is lesser than 6. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Notice that 1 is lesser than 2. There is no change in the direction of the inequality sign. So similarly to what we discovered just now, okay, only when dividing both sides of an inequality by a negative number, okay, the direction of the inequality sign changes. Okay, only for negative number. And that's what we have for the changing the direction of the inequality sign.